Hello everyone. This tutorial is about a nice feature or an option in Microsoft SQL Server Management Studio called a performance dashboard. I'm sure anybody who used Microsoft SQL Server technology for the last couple of years, there are many features that you have been using and some features you might miss, as it's a rich software solution management studio, as you know. So one of the nice features is Microsoft's performance dashboard. To access this performance dashboard, basically uh, right-click on the instance and then choose reports and then choose performance dashboard. You will see a very nice visual, okay, that will show you a system performance metrics like the system CPU utilization. You will see it almost in real time. You will see await events, current activities, await information, what are the most expensive queries live on the system. So this performance dashboard is really a very nice feature. As I said, many of us are using SQL Server Management Studio for many years. Some of us are still in the foundational level, some of us are at advanced level, but still from time to time, uh, as any system administrator or an IT system analyst, you will find uh, new features that you have never explored before. And today I will give you an overview about the performance dashboard. Now, I'm using Management Studio 20, which Microsoft released recently. It changes, it introduced a lot of changes, but this is not the scope of this video. So I'm gonna skip it for now. And I will talk about it in my future videos. So let me try to explore how to use this performance dashboard in real time. So I have a database called AdventureWorks 2019, as you can see, and it has many tables. The largest table is called sales order detail. It has around 100,000 records. Okay, so if you right click on the database itself, you say report and disk usage by table, you can sort the largest table by number of records easily by this. So it has 121,317 records. So what I'm I'm gonna do random simulation, ad hoc query. So I'm gonna do select star from sales order detail, and in the go statement, I'm gonna add a huge number. So it's gonna go into loops all the time. So it's gonna select the 100,000 records, 121,000 records in a loop. So it's a very expensive query, as you can see. Okay, so I'm doing this and this for the sake of simulation, of course, to see how performance dashboard can help us. So I'm gonna run the query now. It's gonna run in a loop. It's a very expensive query because I'm doing go with a huge number. Now if you refresh the performance dashboard, so you see now that an await event has just popped up, which is a network IO wait event, as expected. So this network IO wait event is an indication of a client side issue, actually. Okay, and when you see the wait type, it's async network IO. What does, and this is the query, this is the text of the query. So what this means, async network IO, this means that there is a very intensive query that is returning a huge number of records data, and the client is trying to keep up with the data that is being fetched. So it's a client level problem, actually. It's not actually a database problem. It's a client level problem / client / application level problem. So the application is trying to keep up with the data that's being transferred from the database system. It's actually a very intensive query. So I'm running the query for some time. I'm gonna cancel the query. If I go to the wait events here, as you can see, I'm gonna sort by the number of waits in my instance. You're gonna see two things: memory and network I/O. I know that network I/O was the wait event, the most prominent wait event in my instance. And then I have the memory. Now, if I go to the, as you know, there is something called query store within the database system. If I go to the query store and then go to the query wait statistics, you will see that the highest weight against this database system is the network I/O, as expected. And as you can see now, this is the query. Okay, select star from sales order detail. So as expected, from the performance dashboard and from the query store, you can verify the problem and you can relate the problem that we were facing with this query, which is the network I/O problem. Okay, which is async network I/O problem. So the performance dashboard is really nice. It gives you an holistic overview of your SQL Server instance. Okay, and you can see from the system CPU utilization, a yellow or an orange is indication of an OS level utilization. The blue indicates a SQL level utilization. Okay, so you can see okay, it gave me an error. Interesting. So for some reason it gave me an error. However, it gives you an overview. What is actually the CPU spikes? What's the reason of the CPU spike? Is it a SQL database engine reason, or for other processes, which is an operating system process? So it's a really, performance dashboard is a really very nice instance level um, uh, overview of what resources. If you want to dig deep on database level, you need to have a query store enabled. But you can relate from both levels, from instance level and database level. Now, this performance dashboard is by default there. The query store, as you know, it's not by default there. You need to enable it. In SQL Server 2022, any database gets created, automatically will have the query store enabled. But before 2022, you'll not have any query store enabled on the database system. So this is why performance dashboard was one of the instance level uh, pinpoint or a reference for the DBA to check. Thank you.